This is Gabby. She's going to an engagement party tonight. So since she has a really beautiful 50s looking dress, we decided that we're going to do some braiding. The other point why we decided to do some braiding is that Gabby has a lot of hair. And braiding works very well for that kind of hair to make it stay where it needs to be and to still give it some texture. What we'll have to do in order to get to still a really nice up style with braiding, we'll have to part it. I'll part off, here's Gabby's part, and just straight over the ear, I'm just gonna part it away. This side, we're going to part the exact same way. Get this hair out of the way. The back of the hat, I put a diagonal part in here. I'm going to use some aqua slide. It's a light gel that takes some of the frizziness out and makes the hair also a little bit smoother and just easier to braid, that you don't have any little pieces sticking up while you're braiding. Start off on this side, make a triangle out, and it's basically a sideways French braid. Part it in 3, braid it over. You braid it just like in a normal braid. Your twin French braid just basically means you do a braid and add hair pieces into it while you're braiding. So you go over, take a piece from the top, add that into your strength, move it over, take a piece from the bottom, add it to it. This braid, when you do this kind of upstyle, you don't want to get it really close to the head. You want to have some air under here so it's still movable. And you will see later on why you need that. This is a great up style for summer. It stays in nicely. If we go to the hairdresser and don't want to get a blow dry done because it's too hot. Now you just finish your braid over here. So you're just going to finish off your braid by just braiding it down this way. This needs to be all loose in here because we're going to stick this eventually just under here. So I'm using again the Aqua Slide by Schwarzkopf Professional. Put that into my hair. It can actually, the hair does not need to be saturated with it, but you definitely want to get it some good texture to it. You're just gonna move the lower braid over, the top comes over. The top is the only piece that you actually add hair to it. Nothing in the bottom, only in the top. And this can be also, or should be also really loose, so you can almost lift the whole thing up. It's like a little head. And then you just braid down to the end. there's little pieces sticking out. And I like using the see-through rubber bands. Since they're see-through, you won't see them. And then we leave it like this. Not. For Gabby in here, I want a little bit of height. So I'll be teasing that a tiny bit. Adding my Aqua Slide by Schwarzkopf Professional into it, into the ends. Now here you want to make sure that you have this front piece a little looser than this back piece. So this should be far down and this should be higher up. So control your hands while you're doing this. Let it a little looser. So Gabby is not all slick on front. I want a little bit of texture around her face. On the end of it here, you just want to tilt it back a little bit so the sides stay a little closer. You can afterwards, when you just style it really quick, get in here with a comb, do circular, in a circular direction and just lift this up a little bit. And you do the same here, going all the way down. So now we're just going to take this side that I had left out as well. Put my Aqua Slide by Schwarzkopf Professional in it. Pick my part sideways and do a tight French braid. Taking the hair from both ways, from the top and from the bottom, until I run out of hair here. All right. So you have your braids just hanging down like this. You're going to take the side braid from the front. So I said I wanted this lifted up in front a little bit. And I'm just gonna pin my bobby pins in here to secure the braid where I want it to be without having them stick out like that, of course. So you stick your bobby pins in straight in a 90-degree angle. And just turn them over, turn them in right into the braid so you cannot see them. And this part we're just going to roll right under here. You lift this up, take your side braid, also hide it under here. And now you take this braid on the bottom and just roll it up and secure with bobby pins. If you have as much hair as Gabby does, you want to probably cross some of these bobby pins under the hair, so you just set them on top of each other basically to make sure everything holds. Roll that in. And under and just secure it with pins. Now you just take your bobby pins and secure the upper part that was loose. You go in each of these down braids and pin them on. The great thing about braiding is you can move everything around nicely and just make it look like there is so much texture in it. It's a very European 40s influenced hairstyle. There's a lot of braiding happening in Europe in the 40s and the 50s. Okay, I'm just going to secure the bottom here a little bit more with some pins. And there is Gabby.